Hello. Good afternoon. I wouldn't say I was hearing a lot of or learning about this thing that really I struck my father, this deeper spiritual connection to why, what the design of a home would mean to us in our daily lives.
Is it fair to say that what you're talking about is this idea that architecture can inspire awe and wonder, but it wasn't being used to do something more sort of practical, and that it wasn't being used to heal in a much more sort of humanitarian kind of way?
I think architecture does do both of those things. I think architecture does produce a sense of wonder, but it does more than that. It affects our daily lives. It affects our physical health, it seems. It affects our ability to imagine the possibility of living a more productive and more hopeful life for our families. And that those links are broken, it occurred to me, until I meet this amazing doctor. His name's Paul Farmer, and I think he bridged some of that gap for me.
Michael Murphy continues his story on the TED stage.
Just as I was about to start my final exams, I decided to take a break from an all-nighter and go to a lecture by Dr. Paul Farmer, a leading health activist for the global poor. And I was surprised to hear a doctor talking about architecture. Buildings are making people sicker, he said. And for the poorest in the world, this is causing epidemic-level problems. In this hospital in South Africa, patients that came in with, say, a broken leg to wait in this unventilated hallway walked out with a multi-drug resistant strand of tuberculosis. Simple designs for infection control had not been thought about, and people had died because of it. Where are the architects, Paul said. If hospitals are making people sicker, where are the architects and designers to help us build and design hospitals that allow us to heal? And there, in that moment, I think the link emerged that we, in the architectural and design professionals, are providing and working on a crucial human right. Without the ability to live in a life of dignity in a place that protects you, drugs won't work. The full scope of your ability to live a fruitful life is restricted.
Did the plan come together then that you would join him and help his mission through architecture?
Yeah, so that started a long journey to work with Dr. Farmer and his team in Rwanda. And the first thing that I did was I met their head engineer, an amazing guy named Bruce Nizet. And Bruce was leading all their building projects. Airborne diseases are mitigated by moving more air through the room. So I worked with Bruce and his team and came up with a design whose primary goal was to reduce transmission of infections, to create all the waiting areas in the exterior, to think about airflow, basically to remove all hallways, to increase the height of the wards so that we got both sun and air movement as the WHO prescribed, but also had plenty of space for patients to walk around. And our precedents were TB sanatoriums designed in the 20s and 30s, medical facilities designed in the 19th century, like Florence Nightingale and Alvar Aalto and HVAC or mechanical ventilation. They were thinking about how a building is sited and oriented to capture and maintain and control as much air as possible in order to make people healthier. And we're thinking about this all the time. I'm sure now you're thinking about, with the coronavirus, the tables that you're touching and the spaces and the handles.
Oh, yeah.
And all of that is related to some degree, being spatially aware of what is invisible around us.
Okay, so you wrapped up that project in Rwanda back in 2011. And since then, you have gone on to build more hospitals and schools, affordable housing, senior homes. And what's amazing to me is that you have been thinking about architecture and airflow for over a decade. And I mean, the rest of us literally just started thinking about this in the last few months.
Yeah, I think we're undergoing a real existential moment in our relationship to the built environment around us, sort of recognizing that suddenly the built space around us could really threaten us. And while hospitals are designed, or at least we hope they are designed, to think about mitigation of disease, the apartment building that you live in is not designed that way. The restaurant that you go to is not designed to manage disease transfer. And so we are suddenly in this moment where we have to think about all buildings as threatening our health and all built spaces as potentially improving or protecting us a little bit more seriously.
Do you think even when the pandemic is over, that we are going to be forever changed in some ways with our relationship to our homes and to indoor spaces?
I think so. I hope so. I mean, 6 feet is really a proxy for us to get more airflow. And with that understanding, we start to see, at least I have started to see buildings really as breathing machines, as lungs themselves. If we acknowledge and accept the fact that buildings are basically allowing us to breathe freely, then it really becomes a question of rights, that we have the basic human right to breathe. And we then can demand it in our policies and our codes, and demand that housing is better. That with that demand, how can we allow prisons to exist the way they do? Institutional buildings have to be radically rethought under this rubric of the right to clean air, the right to breathe freely. And I think that's while challenging and certainly going to be difficult to redesign spaces, I think the public will be demanding more accountability from the built world around us, which I think is a really good thing.
That's Michael Murphy. He's the founding principal and executive director of Mass Design Group, which designs hospitals, schools, and memorials around the world, including the National Memorial for Peace and Justice in Alabama. You can see his full talk at TED.com. On the show today, the power of spaces. I'm Manoush Zamarodi, and you're listening to the TED Radio Hour from NPR.
Support for IdeaStream Public Media is provided by Yellow Light Solar, a Northeast Ohio solar installation company, helping homeowners, businesses, and nonprofits go green and save on utilities by switching to renewable solar energy with Tesla Powerwall battery storage. Custom estimates at 216-333-1364. The Original Mattress Factory, an employee-owned company that has been hand-building mattresses in Cleveland since 1990. From the factory to the sales floor to the delivery team, every employee is an owner. Learn more at originalmattress.com.
The Cleveland Museum of Art, inviting everyone to Private Lives, Home and Family, and the Art of the Nubby, Paris, 1889 to 1900. This exhibition features 150 works of art by four most impressionist, active, and turn-of-the-century Paris, focusing on home interiors, family life, music, and private gardens. The works promote the artist's beliefs that emotion and subjective experience are more important than
Does this not look right? Oh. It's probably because I never stop at that traffic light and I noticed stuff. Because this should be Wilson Mills. attention. Oh, need to get some food.
York City, where a lot of American legends got their start back in the 70s. The space was CBGB's.
Was that it?
CBGB's was not all that different than a lot of other clubs, especially one in New York. It was kind of long and sort of narrow, and the stage would be more or less at the far end. There was a bar and chairs, and might have been a brick wall, as there sometimes is in New York. It's not that large for a place.
The name of this band is Talking Heads.
My name's David, musician, performer.
So CBGB's was where you ended up having your big breakthrough. And how much do you think that was because of the space itself?
At first, I did not have great ambitions for the group. I was writing some songs. I thought, oh, let's audition, let's play, let's see what happens. Let's see if people like them. So we all started in these kind of small places where lots of the nuance of what we were doing could be heard fairly accurately. The vocals could be heard above the grinding guitars and smashing drums and ambient sounds of people talking and other activities. The music, the bands, the musicians, it works perfectly well in that context. And so you knew that if you wrote certain kinds of things, that would work, at least acoustically. You don't know whether an audience is going to like the song, but you know at least it'll be heard in the way that you intended to be.
And I guess because it was such a small space, you could immediately tell if you were connecting with the audience.
Yeah, you could look into people's eyes. You could see their heads bobbing, which was
David Byrne continues his story from the TED stage.
Since then, I've played other places that are much nicer. I've played Carnegie Hall and places like that. It's been very exciting, but I also noticed sometimes the music that I had written or was writing at the time didn't sound all that great in some of those halls. We managed, but sometimes those halls didn't seem exactly suited to the music I was making or had made. So I asked myself, do I write stuff for specific rooms? Do I have a place, a venue in mind when I write? Is that a kind of model for creativity? Do we all make things with a venue, a context in mind?
So it sounds like over the course of your career, as you went from venue to venue, it kind of started to dawn on you.
Realization was that creation doesn't just spring whole out of somebody's head. It's influenced by all sorts of different factors all around them. They're far from invisible, but they're not really acknowledged that much. Context has a huge effect on creativity. And the sound of the rooms we perform in, the acoustics of those rooms, really works best for some kinds of music, and it doesn't work that well for other kinds of music.
So, in other words, like a room is kind of a canvas for making music.
Exactly. And therefore, there'll be a kind of evolutionary process where the ones that don't work that well in that room will get weeded out. You won't hear very much of that there, and you'll hear more and more of the stuff that works well acoustically in that room.
David says there are examples of how space has shaped the course of music everywhere. So, like if you want to get a feel for Bach's approach to music making, just walk into a Lutheran church.
The church where Bach's music was played was a lot smaller than the great Gothic cathedrals that had kind of gone before. And then he famously worked with a tuning system that allowed him to be a lot more pointillistic, wander the keyboard a lot more.
All those trills.
Yeah, all that stuff. It would just turn into mush in a Gothic cathedral. instruments and things like that. That music doesn't change key. So that if you're in a Gothic cathedral and one note,
Boy, the police are all over the suburbs today, especially on this side of town. They're just running radar everywhere.
where a lot of Western music has gone today, but other kinds of music still exist.
Oh, I'm tired. Hello.
Empty room that they can perform in and still be a little bit separated.
They need a living room, clearly.
Yeah.
She's not enjoying the music because she can't be in the right space.
My pen at? What did I do with the pen? Come on, phone. 128. Ow. All right, where are we at? What is all that? Oh, that's hilarious. My phone was recording something. What's that? What time is it? National Pina Colada Day. All right, what am I doing here? All right, go here. Well, they could be. We just call them pine trees. They're just trees. They're everywhere. Oh, come on, phone. Bouncy, bouncy. Some people might cut the top of one of those off for a Christmas tree if you can get up there. All right, where are we going next? All right. Oh, that's what I should do if I wonder if I can get to that. Can I get to any of that? Probably can't get to it. Nope. Cannot get to it. Not moving on. Car is nasty. This car is nasty. Oh. This seat cushion is getting weird. It's getting scrunched up. Come on. Excuse me. Holiday pleasure. Baba. Admit it, we just slaughter trees for fun. We never take into account what they'd like to do for Christmas. All right, 2 more stops on this run. Bunnies for sale. Wow. What do we got? White slavery going on over here? Oh, I'd like to get some food. Oh, maybe after I get to Avon. Where are we going next? Gonna go downtown. That's what confused me. Oh. Oh. Garage sale. Ooh, look at all this stuff. Oh my. Oh my. Your best bunny. You'll know this one. You'll know this one. How much? How much for your women? How much? I've always wanted to say that in a restaurant. You need to be a total ass to do that. And have some guy sitting next to you that's like 6'8", 300 pounds, who doesn't smile. May I dance with your date? How much? How much for the women? Great friggin' lines. Great friggin' lines. Ugh. Ugh. May not work in today's world. Well, it's not supposed to work in any world, but I still would like to do it once. It's got to be in the right place and time. You got to be willing to take the risk and get thrown out. Or just have them cower in fear. Especially if you pull out like a big wad of hundreds. The right club or bar, nobody would even blink. I've been in those kinds of places. Oh. Oil can, oil can, oil can. That's what I forgot to do, damn it. Forgot to stop at that supply place. My headlights just flash. Scream! Hello. Oh! Welcome to Cleveland. I tried to go to Belgium once or twice, but the girlfriend at the time was no fun and wouldn't let me come on her trip with her. So damn sad. See, we have a windmill. We have one. That's the single biggest windmill, I think, in the county. There's a few smaller ones. We don't have many. Bird in hand. What a nice day. Not real hot. No, it's not bad at all today, Linda. It's nice out. Ocean City. That big one that I just showed is owned by Lincoln Electric. The welder people, they put it up. Then there's a couple more just past it, smaller ones. There's one downtown at the Science Center, Case West. They've been talking about putting windmills in Lake Erie for a long time, but people have been fighting it, and I don't know if they're going to ever do it or not. Was it Ocean City? Did you see that they kind of had a premature ejaculation with their fireworks? Hey, Ice. They shot the wad, man. Oh, I'd like to see that once. Dan. Hold on. Close the window. I can't hear a thing. Hello. Oh, Rick, hey. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry? Oh, you texted my old phone number. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I'm just finishing these deliveries up. I've got 2 left. I got to go up to Avon yet, and then I should be done. All right. Well, like I said, I'll get a hold of you. I'll text you, I'll message you, or call you as soon as I'm getting freer. All right. Yeah. Okay. Bye. What am I doing? Oh, it's hot in the car without the windows down. All right, Baba. I just saw a bunch of sailboats. I'm getting off downtown for this first stop here. So We'll drive through the city for a second. We continue heading west. Let's see, I gotta call this guy. Which way I want to go. What is that car doing? Excuse me. Guess I'm going this way. Sneeze again if I excuse me. Let's see how busy it looks. Maybe we'll take a quick spin around. Oh, Rock Hall looks busy. They're starting to do the free Friday night concerts again. Local bands. Or Thursday night concerts. How busy does it look down here? Here's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. A lot of people there today. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go down there. There's too much traffic. We're going to get stuck for too long. I'd like to go out to the pier, but I got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Kathy? There's a little plane coming into the airport. Oh, food smells good. Food smells good. Come on, car. There's the Rock Hall. I gotta get down here. I haven't been. Oh, they still got that street closed? Wow. They Lakeside is still closed. That must be quite the mess over there. The road was caving in, or something's happening over there with a pedestrian tunnel, so they got the street closed. What a mess. Jeez. It's probably going to be a pissing match as to how they fix it. Looks like somebody's getting married here. Never get married in a church. $20. Oh, maybe it's 35, and just get it done. What am I looking at? Oh. Oh my. Okay, and then we gotta go out there. What's the address? Where are we going? Ugh. Do I have a phone number? I do not have a phone number. Who's calling me? Yeah, delivering all around the city today. Yeah. No, I've uploaded a bunch of stuff, but they've never bought a thing. No, and stuff they've requested too. No, I haven't gotten a penny. You know, they're just wasting my, huh? Oh, like storm stuff, some other thing. Oh, that they when I was in Cincinnati, they requested me to go to a a benefit car wash for a kid who got shot. I went there and did stuff. Uh, and I've thrown up some stuff on my own just to see, you know. But yeah, not. Yep. Yeah, I think it would be. Maybe I'd get a better bite with a better camera. You know. Hold on a second. Hold on. All right. Hold on here. All right. Hello. So I'm back. Okay, it's made a delivery. I'm downtown. Where am I going? I gotta get on the highway. Let's see. Gotta turn around. Downtown Cleveland. I gotta turn around here, get on the highway, go out to 8, go west now, 20 miles west. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, I was in D.C. for 4 days. Yeah, had a nice time, caught the fireworks there. The what? Well, yeah, they were, and um, but I still like going to see stuff anyhow, on my own. Uh, I'm always a witness. I've always been a witness to stuff. Um, I picked up a nice monopod at Best Buy. Believe it or not, $20. No, I bought a phone mount, a Joby, Joby. It's okay. It's not the best one I like, but it's a little spring-loaded thingy, and that was almost as much as the damn friggin' whole giant monopod, and the monopod's nice. It's aluminum. It's tall. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I want to get some more stuff. I went looking in. Where was I? I was in Cincinnati. I think that's where I chased down that monopod. Yeah, I was in Cincinnati. Yeah, and I got it before I went over to that car wash. And as I was setting up in the middle of the street had a divider in it, and I went out to get in the divider to get a better shot of the people on the sidewalks with their signs. A friggin' sheriff comes chasing a car right by us. and the guy does a U-turn right around me. And then he goes up to the intersection again and does another U-turn and comes back by. I got video. I got 30 seconds of video of it. It's like, what the fuck? I got a good 30-second clip off of it. It's hilarious. I'll send it to you. I don't know. I put it up on Instagram, I think. I know I put it on Twitter. Okay. I'll just send it to you. It's 30 seconds. It ain't long. It's hilarious. It's like, what? I was like, man, I wish I could have started the phone quicker. So it caught me off guard. What am I looking at here? Right. Right. Um, yeah, you need camera. You need something that'll fire up really quick to be able to catch stuff like that. And even then, you know. So I was in D.C. and the one night there was a bad accident that popped up, and citizen reported it, and it was. I get there, and it was late at night at a big intersection, and 4 cars. One's jammed up against the hotel building, and 3 more piled up in the intersection. Turns out it was a stolen car. These young punk thugs stole a car, blew the intersection or something, crashed all these other cars, killed at least one person. And there's some video. My Baba, who watches me from DC, Baba Jindi, he sent me a clip from the news channel. The police just put out a video. Somehow they got some video from some cameras of the guy bailing out of the car. I'll send it to you. It's wild. Yep. Yeah. So I saw a building collapse. I saw a fatal car accident. Then I went to another little accident scene just to watch it, and because I was real close, and it was one of the electric scooters, the Rebels. 2 people were on it, and they collided with a car. They both went down. The motorcycle, the scooter was basically okay, scraped up. But what I was watching, while I was sitting there watching, is the DC ambulance was there, but then they left, and an AMR ambulance rolled up. And I'm like, that's different. So I got out and talked to the AMR guy, and he goes, yeah, if it's in DC, they have a contract with AMR. If it's just basic life support, they show up and do the transport. That way, the DC fire guys can be back in service. If it's advanced life support, then it stays with the DC fire guys. Very interesting, though. Yeah, use of resources. DC's got some. I found one of their storage houses where they store a bunch of extra vehicles by chance. Wow. And I found 4 firehouses that sell shirts. Yeah, so I got me a shirt and I got a decal. $15 for the shirt. Decal's pretty cool. $5. So yeah, maybe I didn't even think. Hopefully I'll get down there. Maybe I'll get you one. I mean, $15 and it's any size. They got them all. Yeah, they got hats. They got. I should have took a picture, damn it, of all the stuff they have. They got hats. They got shirts. They got patches and decals. And I think they were all $5. Yeah, fucking reasonable, very reasonable. That was from Engine House number 2 downtown. So yeah, I visited two different houses trying to stumble into that idea, and he goes, yeah, we go. The first house I went to up near the collapse, they go, yeah, we don't get any street traffic here, so we don't have anything to sell. This stuff that sells is always at the houses that have a lot of pedestrian traffic. And I don't think I put the, and then the engine house too behind it, where I was at, you actually, if you have to go find the buzzer to ring them, there's a little mini park, little garden area, and it's the National Fire Dog Monument to investigative fire dogs. You know, that sniff out incendiary stuff. Yeah, it's the National Fire Dog Monument. I couldn't put it up on Twitter. Let's see if I can go back and find it. Are you on Twitter? Instagram or no? I forget. Okay, I'll go find it and I'll what? If you go look at my Instagram, it's there. It shouldn't be too far back. You're echoing a lot. It's noisy in my car. My car is so loud with the windows down, the exhaust, and everything else. Huh? Oh, I see you there. Say hi. Okay. I can't always see because the glare and stuff. Oh, all right. Well, good to hear from you. I'm missing Brooklyn and I'm missing New York City. I mean DC. Well, I just missed one when I was in DC. There was one to New York, but I was in DC. It was from somewhere to DC. I forget, but those will probably come up again. I just want to move to DC because DC has good roads. There's no bad roads. I swear to God, Daniel, there is no bad roads in DC. They're all fucking good. It's like, it's like so nice. It's like I'm like, oh, I forgot how good the roads are here. I still got a few pictures to put up from DC. I gotta put them up. What you really need in New York City is like a 66 Pontiac Catalina with a big loose suspension, just easy to go over all them bumpy roads, Modern cars, their suspensions are too stiff. You need a big old land yacht, man. Just glide over that shit. Alright, I gotta put this address in where I'm going here. Figure out where I'm delivering these. I got 8 big totes back. Yeah. I've probably done 200 miles this morning in the city. Huh? Yeah. It's money. I like driving, It's fast, and then I gotta go to a buddy's house and try to put in a big ass air conditioner in the window for him. Well, he's got one there. It died. That was a 12,000 BTU. He went and bought an 18,000 BTU, but it's 220. So I gotta put a 220 circuit in, and then also swap the damn thing for him. So I got a few hours of work there. All right. Well, good to hear from you. All right. Ciao. All right. I did the jack about 15 minutes ago. I've been on the phone, forgot to tell you, but Brandon, whatever his name is, picked it up. Hey, Dano. What's the address I need now? What are we doing? Come on, phone. Give me the address. Alright. Alright, gotta get off up here. Alright. Yo. Get off, go across there, go over to Oh, hey, Buck. Oh, stop beeping. Is this the right end? Okay, it's the right exit. No, been delivering since 5 something this morning. Oops, wanted me to turn here. Or no, wanted me to. I guess I could have turned there. Oh, did it want me to turn there or up here? Oh well. And it wanted me to turn there. Too late. We're gonna go around the block. Alright. Either way, a little longer. Wasn't paying attention. I don't know how many miles I've done this morning. Shitload. Hello. You have 300 to donate. Now, if you did, if you did one video a week, you get 500 coins for every video you do once a week. If you shoot once a week, if you do a live stream. So, you really want to get me some coins, go shoot the ducks in the neighborhood or something. Where am I going? I'm missing my, I don't know where I'm going here. I probably just drove past it. Oh, I drove past it. There was a cop back there too, so I didn't want to do anything weird around him. A lot of cops out today in these suburbs, man. Just a lot. Look at all these houses. Does that look like anywhere you'd want to live? I mean, honestly, look at that. Every single one of these places is a freaking identical. Hey, Buck. Look at that. Is that sad? These places start from the 300s. You know what that'd buy you in many neighborhoods in the city? Oh, but then you'd live in the city. You wouldn't be in Avon Lake or Bay Village. All the nice people in the nice schools. Oh, drunk. I think I'd picked the wrong flat. Think about it. That development was nasty. Every single place looked the same. Oh my god. All right, I gotta go kind of quiet here for a few minutes. I'll be back. Hello. All right, all done. Delivery to Barney's house. They all look alike. All right, let me make a. All delivered. She was there. All right. Now what? I'm done delivering. This is where we turn, right? What's going on there? Oh. Heavy duty concrete work. Oh, hello, Stephen. Okay. Now, I was thinking of going, actually, over to Cabela's for a minute. Barney is a purple dragon. What? Yeah, you want to go back and look at this neighborhood over here? Look at this new neighborhood, man. It's disgusting. I mean, look at this place. I can't. I get that people want to live where they can go, put their kids in a school, right? And they absolutely have to have return on their investment, right? But I don't know if I could live in a place like this. I mean, every friggin' one of these places is identical, man. I mean, look at this. Every one of them's the same. Oh my God, this is sad. No trees because they mowed everything down to build the neighborhood. This is all brand new, man. This is really new. Oh my gosh. There's new ones going in down there. This guy had money, but he's on a different street. It's a bigger house. He's got the 3-car garage. They're just all the same. I mean, I guess I could live somewhere like this. It's just not my idea of diversity, of interesting. And not only that, you live in a place like this, you gotta drive everywhere you go. There's nothing close by. You can't walk anywhere. I mean, I don't like where I live. It's just where I live. I mean, I would prefer to live in a neighborhood where you can walk to stuff. Financing is easy to get. Yeah. Where are we at? Avon Lake, Avon, pick one. Which side of the tracks? Well, yeah, if you have decent credit and you got enough income, yep. Oh. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's a system. These guys have, builders and developers have figured these things out, It's like buying a car. Two things that people have figured out: need financing and make it pretty easy to get it. Just Imagine Drive. Woo! Hey, Touch Cam. I don't know if Brian left or not. He's on the phone. Okay, well, I'm done with everything that I had, so I don't know if you have anything else really or not, but I was going to try to eat, and then I still need to go to work on a friend's house, so. Okay, that's good. I'm out in Avon right now. Yeah, I sent him a text, but he didn't respond. So I just tried calling and he hung up. So I figured he's busy or he left. Okay. Hannah, what's her name? The gal. Hannah. Ooh, a '68 Cougar. A '68. Look at that car. Oh, that's a gorgeous car. So, what else? That's about it. All right. So, let me know. I mean, I might be available, but I've got to eat something. I've got to go try to put air conditioning in the front window. So, thanks. Bye. Oh, hey, Ann. I'm trying. You know, I'm in the city. I'm in Cleveland. Been delivering all morning. They built a Hobby Lobby. I wouldn't give them a building permit. Sorry. Just been delivering all morning since 5:30. Non-stop. Let me make a note here. Why what? Alright, what am I doing here? Get rid of that. Return. I didn't write that down. 2. Let's go back about 2 miles. So that number would be 3. Let's go back there. What time is it? 2:50 p.m. Hey, Kathy. That's early, yeah. Yeah, it was early. Delivering. How many miles have I done today? Let's see. Where's Saturday? What was my mileage? I've done almost 200 miles this morning, today. Almost 200 miles. No worries. I talked with Tasha. Yeah, not doing that stuff. Not unless I'm driving between bigger cities. Yeah, I know it's weird to be like normal. All right, what are we doing here? Gotta restart this phone. Almost 200 miles. Big trip, yeah. I just got back from DC, but it's averaged about one a week, hasn't it? I think. I still need to try to put together an interesting calendar. I've been wanting to do that to figure out where and when I've been. Turn the car this way, get in the shade a little. I want to go into Cabela's for a minute and look for a few things. What's normal? Well, my brother, leads what he considers a very normal life, And for example, I was down in his city, the other day. For me, is like weeks ago, but he he said he had to go because he had to get dinner ready. Okay, because apparently maybe he does the cooking. I don't know, for him and his wife, but you know, eh, he didn't seem like he could vary it. He seems to be lead a very rigid lifestyle. I don't know much about my brother's life anymore, So Cabela's, you know. So you know, he, I don't know. Everybody's different, but I've never had a rigid lifestyle ever. You know, 1 year younger, uh, but he's always had a structured work life his whole life, pretty much. Nothing like mine. Mine has not been structured. You know. She's the youngest. All right. All right, I'm going to hang up for a minute here. Maybe I'll be back when I eat. I want to go in there and wander around, see if I can look for a couple things I was looking for so I can get more organized. Really want to go to like a camping store. This sort of is a camping store, but not really. Oh, I want a good toiletry kit. So I don't know where else to get a toiletry kit except camping stores. Travel stores, luggage stores aren't as common anymore. I don't know if places like Bed Bath and Beyond have that type of shit or not. I've always bought that stuff at a camping store. All right, roll the windows up a little. Turn the hot house on. It's too funny. Last time I was in this Cabela's, a few weeks, maybe a month ago, they were giving away samples of steak sauce, a custom Ziploc bag. Yeah, that's what I have. I have like a shopping bag you take to the grocery store, reusable bag. It's full of all that stuff. It's a disaster zone, man. It's a disaster zone. Doesn't work well in miscellaneous showers, you know, and especially when I'm traveling. And so they were giving away samples of their barbecue sauce with pieces of steak that they cooked up or hamburger meat. And I scared the guy. I go, I'm from the health department. He kind of like, he didn't know what to say. I think they still have to have a fucking food permit to do that, even to give out samples. I don't know, but I think you do if you're cooking food and handling it. Don't you think? I think so. I might call the city out here, They probably were perfectly fine with what they were doing, but, you know, it's like, he says, well, I says, well, can you get the manager? He's like, then I told the guy I was kidding. He's like, people think they can just do things sometimes, and they could be violating all kinds of rules. A lot of people don't realize a bar needs a food service license if you cut fruit. If you cut lemons or stuff up to serve in your bar, you have to have a food service license. I follow rules. Well, not me. That it may not qualify as food. That should be better is when they do it again, walk up with a vest and a hat and a clipboard and really scare the shit out of them. I scared him good, but plenty of people have done stupid shit with health service things, plenty of stupid shit. Oh, okay. I'm gonna hang up. All right, see you guys later. Oh, hello. Hi. All right, we're going inside. You be good. Okay. See you later. Thanks for hanging out.